So, you've come in for your checkup. Let's see what's going on here. Today's video, I'm going to share with you a quick trick that you can do right now to assess your online marketing and how everyone's seeing you out there. You see, there's this website and it's called google.com and it's magic. It's a robot. It sends out other little robots to cyberstalk you 24/7 and take all that information back to the mothership, and that's where they spread it out to the world. So I've written a little checklist. This is so you can see what Google sees. So to get all your marketing ducks in a row, here are the things that you need to set up and make sure that Google is seeing what you want them to see. First step, go to Google and type in your name. Let's see what comes up. First of all, it should be your own website at the top. For example, mine is jodyjealous.com. It's especially important that you have your name as your domain name if you're a speaker, author, or public figure, but no matter what your business, you are still your brand. So you need to go grab your domain name anyway. If your business is another name rather than your own name, it should still be ranking at the top of the search engines. So when they search your name, you're still coming up anyway. Because when you're out networking and you're meeting people and you're going to events and what have you, they're going to remember you and remember your face. So you still need to be found out there under your name. The next thing is your Facebook page. Make sure your link to your Facebook page is showing up there on Google too. Facebook always ranks on Google, so you need to be there. So use keywords in your About section. For example, I've got a program called the Boom Formula, but my Facebook page is Jody Jealous. But I want to be found on Facebook and Google under both of those things, so you got to make sure that they are both in there. This goes for all your social media profiles. Twitter, if you use Twitter, make sure your profile is there. Use those keywords in your bio and fill out as much of the profile as possible, including your name if you need it in there as well, especially if your Twitter username is not your actual name. For example, if your name is Michael Jackson and your Twitter name is @bestmusicever, then use Michael Jackson in your bio section as well. Then Google will be able to find you under your name. LinkedIn, make sure you're showing up in Google again, and again use your keywords and your names in your profile description. Your Google Plus profile, make sure you have one of these. It used to just be a Google profile, but now with Google Plus, there is a whole lot more to it. If you're on Google, if you're on Gmail, YouTube, Google Analytics, all of those are using the same login. So go and set up your Google Plus even if you're not using it much. YouTube, make sure that important videos of you are showing up in Google. Like this example of Michael Jackson, that dude who just keeps popping up today. Always use your name when uploading your videos to YouTube. Put it in the description, in the keywords. Put it in the title if it's relevant, but don't let trying to get the keywords and your name in there step in the way of having a catchy video title. Content is always key. Google Images. You want to make sure there's Google Images out there of you. So what you need to do is when you're uploading images of yourself, photos of you, and you want others to see them, use your name as the file name. And if you know what alt tags are, chuck them in too. Just like you see here with our good friend, Michael Jackson. And go out and delete any old profiles you have of sites that may have broken links or are way out of date. Broken old bad stuff can be damaging. I deleted my Bebo and MySpace accounts because they were basically naked and they were not a good representation of my brand. They took a while to actually get off Google, but eventually they get washed out of the Google machine. So go and remove them, shut them down. A final tip for branding purposes, if you've got a common name like John Smith, you may want to come up with something memorable, something that is clever and makes you stand out from everybody else, and then market yourself under that brand or that name with everything you do. So thanks for watching this week's video. If you liked this video, share it with your friends, like it. I'd love to hear in the comments below what you thought of this video, and I will catch you in next week's video. Checked out the free video series at Boom Formula yet? Go along to boomformula.com where you can watch 3 free videos on how to get that program out of your head and into an online profitable program. No fluff, action focused, geek stuff done for you. See you over there.